Good afternoon. My name is Frank Kutsakria, and this is the 5 stars and one big down on why Elizabeth Warren could be the best candidate running in the Democratic primary. So, like, subscribe, hate, and comment. So, who exactly is this person? That's right. It's Elizabeth Warren. She's a senator from the very conservative state of Massachusetts. Yeah, I can't sell that. She's an attorney. She got her undergrad from George Washington and University of Houston, and got her JD from Rutgers in New Jersey. She is divorced and remarried, 2 kids, and she's been married to Bruce Mann since 1980. She did keep her married name from Jim Warren. That's where the Elizabeth Warren part comes out when she got divorced. And she's been known as one of the more liberal senators that are out there. So why do I think a liberal senator could be the best choice? So these are the 5 things that I could come up with. First, she is definitely on the left, but she is a lot more successful than Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is mostly a gag fly, and you'll find out on my video later on why that may be one of the downs that I have for Bernie. She is able to get things done. Now, mostly it is only through Democrats, but occasionally she is able to get a few things done. She does have a much more relatable story, though, with female voters. Now, with Hillary, because of her background, she is a divorcee who did remarry. She does have kids. She did actually break up glass ceiling, and not because her husband was the president of the United States. So it is a much more relatable story to women and some minorities. She is the tax the rich person. So, yeah, there's a lot on the left who scream, we want to tax the rich, blah, blah, blah. The 90% of the 10% of the 14%, blah, 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 blah. She has a plan. Now, I don't agree with the plan. Okay. But most Americans can fathom the idea of going after the rich. And in a class war, going after a billionaire who's running for president, which would be a populist versus populist election. And guess what? Sometimes the populist on the left beats the populist on the right. Now, if you ask her a question, she will answer it. That's something that most politicians don't do. Again, you don't have to agree with the answer. And maybe some fridge logic a few days later and go, dude, what the hell was she talking about? That's not right. But at the time, it sounds good. And that's all that matters sometimes in a soundbite. So she can go after a more moderate, like a moderate Republican, like McCain, or somebody on the right, like some of the people on Fox News, or she can go on some of the moderate Democrats that are out there, right? The Morning Joe crew, and give an answer and be able to go here and here and here. So that makes her very great on a panel show. There may not be a debate, at least when it comes to the general. Trump may not want a debate. So she'll need to get out there, and she can handle a panel show for 20 minutes. It might be a good thing. And she's in her 70s, but she doesn't feel like she's 71 years old. She has a lot of energy. She has her temperament. She has a lot of quickness to her of somebody half of her age. I'm not saying she's not going to get a senior moment, because everyone gets a senior moment. I get a senior moment, and I'm 40. But it's going to sound like a brain fart instead of a Bidenism. Now, the one gigantic problem with Elizabeth Warren, she does not expand the map. So every red state is a red state, and every blue state is a blue state. But I don't see a path for her winning Ohio. I definitely don't see a path for her winning Florida. She will have to win Pennsylvania and Michigan and Wisconsin, and probably that district in Maine, and probably that district in Omaha, that Trump won. She basically has to hit the proverbial inside straight. Now, if the economy starts to falter, then the class warfare argument could very much work, and I would give her about a 40% chance, if nominated, to win the White House. But if it stays the same as it is coming in November, I give her a 10% chance. So like and subscribe, hate, and comment below, and I'm going to do the gag fly next. Bernie Sanders after the break.